Here comes the, y'all don't really want it like that. Yeah. Here comes the, y'all don't really want it like that.
Welcome to this week's edition of the Brothers Weekly Wrap, sponsored by ASN for all your supplement needs. This week, our under-18s and reserve grade headed to Barlow Park for their assault on the finals. Our Kennedy's Better Electrical under-18. The under-18 started slowly and had to scramble in defence to keep an enthusiastic Atherton team at bay early on. Atherton scored first when the left winger showed great awareness to plant the ball down in the corner before going into touch. Brothers were then penalised for offside at the kick-off, but when the kick failed to find the sideline, Brothers produced a dominant series of plays which ended in the Atherton winger being bundled into touch. Ricky Wardle then looked to have touched the ball down, but the referee didn't agree, despite not being in the best position to rule on the no try. The Roosters then kicked a 40-20 and they were back on the attack. A sweeping move resulted in a try on the Brothers' right wing. After strong running from Cam Graham, centre Jared Rowe swooped in for Brothers. Coach Bobby Benioni then introduced Big Henry Williams into the fray. Henry had an immediate impact, breaking and going on a rampaging run to set the Brothers up in great attacking position. A couple of plays later, Brothers were awarded a penalty and Henry was over for a trademark try. That must be his 63rd of the season. Henry then went close again from a scrum 10 metres out, and on the next play, Melbourne Storm development player Robert Darby went in on the left. When Brothers failed to deal with a long kick to the corner, the plucky Roosters were in again at right on half-time. The Roosters came out firing in the second half and tested the Brothers' defence repeatedly. A nasty leg injury to an Atherton forward then halted play for a few minutes. Following this, Dan Troy-Louis then sent Darcy Simpson busting through a gap. He then found Dimitri Arwang, who flicked the ball inside for Dontre to score a top-quality try. Brothers were 6 points up, but then fluffed the kick-off, and Atherton scored on the next set to level the game. Errors crept in as tension mounted, but the Brothers forwards produced a dominant set before Dontre Louis danced through to set up a try on the left wing. Brothers were now in control. When Ricky Wardle stepped through to score, it was all Brothers. Half-backs Arwang and Louis became more involved in the game, and when Louis found back row Braden Kelly, Braden stepped inside to finish a tremendous try, effectively ending the game as a contest. A Cam Graham offload then released Dimitri Arwang, who scampered 60 metres and then kicked the ball inside. Jared Rowe collected and then offloaded for a tremendous Brothers try. Atherton got a consolation late on, but overall the under-18s will take heart from their ability to take control of a game which almost got away. In the end, a convincing win, and hopefully this will bring some confidence ahead of this week's preliminary final against the Hose. Moving on to our Tropic Wings reserve grade. Reserve grade continued their impressive form in the final series with a comprehensive display against the Atherton Roosters. Lively fullback Luke Fremento skipped his way in for the Brothers' first try. Roosters then replied with a close-range try from their number 7. Atherton then took the lead as Brothers allowed an offload close to their own line. The Roosters were in again following back-to-back penalties when the winger squeezed in at the right corner and Brothers were on the ropes. Brothers bounced back when a neat rubber kick found winger Javinta Banu for a well-worked try. 16-8 at half-time, Atherton led. Early in the second half, a spell of good attacking football resulted in Peter Louis scoring to bring Brothers back to within 2 points. Then a Tim Faddo offload saw Freddie Acker go close before Robert Ketchell darted over. Roosters then set up camp on the Brothers' line. Despite what looked like a clear knock-on, the referee awarded them a try under the posts. A superb solo try from winger Javinta Banu put Brothers back in command. From the restart, great work from the backs got Brothers into attacking territory. Brothers then made a midfield break and found Freddie Acker in support to extend their lead. 10 points in front. A series of defensive lapses then invited Atherton to finish the scoring. But Brothers couldn't be denied their place in the prelim final this weekend. Congratulations must go to both sets of coaching staff and all the players involved in the 18s and reserve grade. The prelim finals take place this weekend on Sunday at Barlow Park, with the under-18s kicking off at 12 noon, followed by our reserve grade at 1:30 p.m. Get down to Barlow and support the boys. Go the Fish!